for fast, cheap, and reliable Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins. Make sure you guys go check out my sponsor, Easy Mutt. Use code VENOM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's good guys, Venom Fire here, back with another video, and today me bringing you guys another pass defense in Madden 21. You guys have been showing a ton of support on my pass defense and defensive videos, so I'm going to bring another one to you guys today. This one's going to be a little bit more unique. It's going to be a play that you probably haven't seen before in a formation that's not run too often. We're going to be in the $3-2-6 multiple defense playbook. You can kind of create the same concept if you're in 1-4-6 out of Giants playbook, but really the stock play is going to be a little bit different. So before we get into the video though, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. About 75% of my viewers are not subscribed, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. You can always unsubscribe if you change your mind. So before we get into the video, we're going to also change our zone drops. So with my zone drops, I want to again put my curl flats here at 20 yards and my flats at 5. You can go up to 25 yards if you choose to. Usually I'm more of a 20-yard type of a guy. Obviously does depend on the type of player you're going against. So again, we're in dollar today. Now with dollar, you can get safeties at linebacker. We got Simmons, we got Johnson here running our linebacker spot. Again, it is a 8 DB formation once you sub in those safeties, so you're going to get a lot of speed, a lot of versatility. It's not the best against the run, but there is a way to shoot the run gaps. But yeah, the play we're going to be running is going to be Max Sting 3. It looks very unique in the play art. You see we got 5 rushers, we got 1 bluff blitz. We're obviously going to do a lot of adjustments with it. We got 3 or 4 setups with this play, and yeah, let's just jump straight into it. So I'm going to probably be going up against like a gun bunch here. In today's video, just go with like a little bit of a simple corner route type concept. We will hop into a couple of different plays like smash return, and then let's just go with Z spot. So here we are out in the field. Now taking a look at our setup again, you see we got 2 seam flat, 2 purple zones. We got our D tackle on a little weird bluff blitz. He's not even in a bluff blitz, he's just in the 3 rec. But I'll show you just snapping the ball stock. Take a look at what our D tackle is going to do. He's just going to rush normally. So although it shows him in a 3 rec, he actually never even drops back. So that's kind of an illusion. It's really odd that he doesn't do anything. But if you want him in a 3 rec, you have to manually put him there. But yeah, let's hop into our actual setup now. So with this play, what you want to do, first things first, you're just going to press and you're going to shade over the top. Just press, shade over the top. Turn those seam flats into our curl flats, which again are playing 20 yards. But yeah, so you see it's dollar. What you want to do with this formation, we're obviously not going to send 5 people with our blitz, but what you want to do is create the illusion that you are rushing the passer, that you're going to be sending 5+ people, 6 people, whatever. So you're going to move that slot corner back in. If they're in a spread formation, move that right slot corner in and that left slot corner in as well. You see, because they were in a gun bunch, we only had to move that left corner back in. But yeah, just if I'm on offense, I see this, I'm probably, concerned. I might block my running back, I might ID him, do something like that because of how concerned I am with that rushing cornerback. But yeah, let's hop into our cornerback adjustments. What you want to do is throw Y in a hard flat, and we're also going to throw R1 here in a hard flat. And this is just the stock setup. Here is a look at our defense. Now, for the first setup, I'm just going to rush 3 people. We will start to rush different amount of people later in the video, but again, you guys saw that the 3 rec hook, this player right here, he rushes the passer anyway, so if I wanted to, I could just leave it like this. But usually I will just, crash, slant outside, whatever. It doesn't really make too big of a difference. The player you're going to use here is Simmons, obviously. He's already on a blitz, so he's going to get those faster cuts, faster animation. So, yeah, let's just go ahead, snap the ball. Just create a basic concept, something like this on offense with a Z spot setup, and we will snap the ball. You see Chandler Jones, he has that edge threat. He's going to go crazy, but look at the coverage on the back end. You see that was almost, it's kind of a cover 3 beater with that streak to corner out. That's covered well. And if you are a little bit concerned with that corner out concept, because we have our zone drop set, we can actually go ahead and put B on a deep half if we choose to. Again, it's not the biggest deal in the world because we have our zone drop set so that we don't need the outside third to come down and play that corner out as much. So other than that, you saw the coverage was really good on the back end. It definitely does help if you get a good pass rusher like a Chandler Jones with, a double or nothing ability or an edge threat ability. That's what I like to do. I like to get at least 2 pass rushers in Ultimate Team just because, a lot of these setups I'm rushing 3 or 2 people to make up for the lack of players we have rushing the passer. But let's show that setup again. So I pressed Y down on the left stick. I moved this slot corner back in just a little bit. then what it is, I threw R1 in a hard flat and Y in a hard flat, and then I just shade over the top. Again, the last step to the first setup is just going to be to slant outside with your D lineman. I don't know if you guys like to do certain things. You can also slant inside. You can really do a number of different things. So again, I'll just create a basic kind of a flood concept out of the Z spot play like this, and we will snap the ball. Boom, you see the coverage really good, and that is completely boxed. We eventually get the pressure rushing 3 people. But yeah, let's hop into a different setup with this play. And it's going to be relatively the same. I'm going to set it up the exact same, put the same players in hard flats, but with this player, if I actually wanted him to play a bluff blitz or a 3-rec assignment, I could throw him in a bluff blitz to where he's actually going to play it. Now, I personally do not really like it from the D tackle spot, and the reason for that is if I just snap the ball here, you will see he's going to kind of rush, goes back, and sometimes he's not even going to go back. So you see he got stuck in that double team. He really didn't go back, and I manually put him on the bluff blitz. So again, I'm just going to set up really quickly. I'm not even going to move him in just to show you that the D tackle bluff blitz is so inconsistent. So again, I throw him on a bluff blitz. Sometimes he'll back up, sometimes he doesn't, and again, he rushes. But look at that. You saw him actually shed. He split the double team, and then he ran back to defend the running back. So it's really weird from this spot. Which is why we will be putting one of these outside guys in our bluff blitz if we want our D lineman in it, rather than our D tackle. The D tackle is almost forced to rush the passer, even if he's in a stock 3-rec hook. But yeah, we're going to set up pretty much the exact same for this setup. Just like this. I believe I accidentally messed up there. Sometimes these buttons do mix a little bit. I believe R1 and L1 do kind of switch a little bit, but be careful about that. But again, you're putting Y in a hard flat, the right slot corner in a hard flat, shading over the top, and then you can just like slant outside. Now, deciding which D lineman you want to put in the bluff blitz. It's an interesting decision, but usually I'm always going to go to the side of the running back, because if the running back's on like an angle route or a hook route, I want him to be defended, and usually the bluff blitz does that assignment. So if I throw Y on like an option, I believe our bluff blitz should defend it here. Again, on offense, I'm just creating a basic concept. We can even motion Davis out to try and open up that corner out a little bit. We can go with the smart route to make it a little bit shorter. Just some basic offensive concepts that, you know, I would probably actually do. I might even put B on like a deep half, who knows, but here's a look at our coverage. I want you guys to focus in on Hassan Reddick from that left end position and see how he's going to follow that running back. Look at that. He's all over it. And I know there was another zone there because of our hard flat, but you see the coverage was really nice. That's why you want some athletic outside linebackers right here at the spot. Chandler Jones, although he's a pass rusher, he is pretty athletic. Hassan Reddick, obviously, is even more of a coverage linebacker, I would say. He just started becoming a pass rusher this year, so he's pretty good in coverage as well. So just get guys like that, guys like Montez Sweat, that can put in work for you. So I'll show that one more time. Press, shade over the top, hard flat Y, hard flat R1, and then go ahead and slant outside and throw X in a bluff blitz. Again, let's just snap the ball. Relatively stock. You see Y's on a check and release here, and he was still defended. Oh, what the heck? That was one of the weirdest cutscenes, camera switches, whatever. But you see Y. Look at the stock route he's on. Check and release. The bluff blitz does a really good job of defending all those types of routes. And it's better than man coverage on them, I would even consider saying. But yeah, let's hop into our last and final setup. Again, we're going to set up all these plays the same. You'd never want to give a tell if you're running coverage, if you're blitzing 5 people. So we move that cornerback in, we press every single time. So this one's going to be just a tad bit different. What you're going to do here is instead of bluff blitzing Hassan Reddick from the D lineman spot, we can actually bluff blitz our slot corner on that left spot as well. So I can throw Y here in a bluff blitz, and then he's going to play our 3-rec, and then I can actually throw X, Hassan Reddick, our left end, in our hard flat. So it's going to look like this, just a tad bit different. Again, you want to throw R1 in the hard flat as well, but just mixing that up a little bit can help. Even if their running back is not on a route, let's hop into just a smash return setup, something like this. Let's throw R1 on a zig and B on a streak. So just something like this, basic setup. I believe in our case that Byron Murphy should help out. Now he actually did get suctioned into a blitz, so maybe on that bluff blitz you want to keep him just a step further away, because I have noticed that happening a little bit, and that was my fault to bring him in that close. So I believe if I just leave him out there in his bluff blitz, put R1 in the hard flat and then X in the hard flat, then he should go ahead and play his assignment. So again, you see the same setup. And obviously, if I shade over the top last after the hard flats, the cloud flats are playing the same as the hard flats. But here, now you see Byron Murphy's going to defend that spot route. Click the wrong button, but that was a cool animation. But you see how he lurks over. So I guess the key would be to put Y on the bluff blitz is to make sure that you do not go ahead and just move him in too close. Although I did say that you kind of want the setup to look the same. I believe if you move him like somewhere right here instead of, you know, completely on him, like right about here, he should do the job. But if you notice it happening, you can make adjustments on your own. Again, here's a look at the coverage, and there we go. So he's even that close. You see kind of defends Y, but I would recommend just leaving him where he is. You don't necessarily have to bring him in, especially if you're going with that adjustment. But let's hop into our last defense here. I know that was the last setup, but just a little bit of a different twist on the same setup we were running is just to run it from the opposite side. So I can throw R1 here on the bluff blitz. I can throw X or A on the hard flat. And then I can throw Y here on the hard flat. Obviously, blitz your Y D lineman, and then just shade over the top again. Here's a look at our coverage. I believe you also want to move your right of screen corner just off a little bit so I can create maybe a man coverage type illusion right about here. I believe he shouldn't blitz, and yes, he's going to play coverage. So you see he's going to lurk down on B, and should have been a pick, but you see he's able to almost make a play on the receiver on the ball. So sometimes just mixing your bluff blitz from the left to the right. If you notice him throwing like hitches from the bunch, quick streaks from the bunch, this is a good way to defend it. So again, press, throw Y in a hard flat, throw your AD lineman in a hard flat, and then throw R1 in a bluff blitz, shade over the top, and then go ahead. You can just move him over. I'm not sure if it always is where he's a step away from the lineman that he's going to blitz, but just to be safe, you don't necessarily have to take that risk. So I'm going to lurk over here. I got B defending the spot route. And although I'm only rushing 2 people, if I do have decent pass rushers, you should get relatively good pressure. A lot of people in the game this year are not running escape artists, so them scrambling out shouldn't be too big of an issue. A lot of people are running Favre, Josh Allen. Josh Allen has a little bit of mobility, but he's going to get tired if you continue to scramble at the pocket. Gunslinger is the move, so containing, spying is not too huge of an issue this year in my opinion. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up. I gave you guys 5-6 different variations of the play, variations of the setups that I think work really well online. And yeah, just mixing in different setups from dollar, different formations that people don't see too often. Just a breath of fresh air from big nickel, you know, 3-3-5, wide, 3-3-5, whatever. So that's going to do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel like I mentioned. If you are enjoying the content, let me know down below what videos you want to see, and peace. I'm out of here.